They laughed at you. They doubted you. They told you that your past defines you, that because you came from nothing, you would always be nothing. But let me tell you something. History proves them wrong. The people with the worst pasts have the power to create the best futures. If you're sitting there thinking that your past is too broken, too painful, too messy to turn things around, I need you to hear me. Your past is not your prison. It is your power. Every scar you carry, every tear you've shed, every mistake you regret, it all has the potential to become the fuel that drives you forward. Because the truth is, the hardest roads lead to the greatest destinations. You see, those who have never struggled never truly grow. Those who have never failed never truly succeed. Every painful moment you've endured has planted a seed inside of you, a seed of wisdom, a seed of strength, a seed of resilience. And when the time is right, that seed will grow into something unstoppable. Think about it. Diamonds are created under pressure. Steel is forged in fire. The strongest trees have the deepest roots because they have endured the fiercest storms. And just like that, your past has been shaping you, preparing you, refining you for something greater. You are not a victim of your past. You are a warrior forged by it. So stop looking back with regret and start looking forward with determination. Because the ones with the hardest pasts, they are the ones who rise the highest. They rise because they know what it's like to fall, to get up, and to keep pushing when the world tells them to quit. They rise because they've learned that setbacks are not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter. You are not defined by what has happened to you. You are defined by how you choose to rise above it. Every challenge, every hardship is just another stepping stone on your path to greatness. And the greater the challenge, the greater the reward. Remember, those who doubt you are just afraid to see your potential. Let them doubt, let them laugh, because every time they do, you take one more step toward proving them wrong. Your future is in your hands, not theirs. So take that pain, take that struggle, and turn it into your weapon. Let your resilience be the thing that defines you, not your past. When you choose to keep moving forward, no matter how heavy the weight, you prove that you're stronger than anything that's tried to break you. And that, my friend, is how legends are made. Keep rising, keep fighting, and never forget, your best days are still ahead of you. The world has convinced us that mistakes, failures, and struggles are signs that we won't make it. That if we've hit rock bottom, there's no way up. But the truth? Rock bottom is the strongest foundation you'll ever build on. It's not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your comeback. Because when you've lost everything, you have nothing left to lose. And that's when you become truly dangerous. That's when you realize your greatest strength is in your ability to rebuild. Pain creates strength. Adversity builds character. Struggles teach resilience. The scars you carry are not signs of weakness. They are proof that you have survived, that you have fought, that you have endured. Every person who has ever achieved greatness had to walk through the fire first. The strongest people are not those who had it easy. They are the ones who fell, broke, and rebuilt themselves from the ground up. Those who have faced the harshest storms know how to navigate through life with unshakable determination. You are not broken. You are being shaped. Your past is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Every failure, every loss, every painful experience has given you knowledge and wisdom that no classroom, no book, no easy life could ever provide. You have been given a gift, the gift of experience, the gift of resilience, the gift of knowing what it means to fight for your future. So stop seeing your past as a burden and start seeing it as your secret weapon. The world may have doubted you, but it underestimated the power of someone who refuses to quit. Your past was not meant to break you. It was meant to build you into something unstoppable. Look at history. Some of the most successful, influential, and unstoppable people on this planet came from the worst circumstances. Oprah Winfrey was born into poverty and suffered unimaginable hardship, yet she built an empire that continues to inspire millions. Malcolm X spent years in prison before transforming into a leader who changed history, proving that knowledge and resilience can overcome any past. J.K. Rowling was a struggling single mother on welfare, battling depression and rejection before she became one of the most successful authors in the world, showing that failure is never final. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb, but his persistence lit up the world, literally. Steve Harvey was once homeless, sleeping in his car, struggling to get by, but he refused to let his circumstances dictate his destiny. Today, he is a household name, a symbol of perseverance and faith. The list goes on. Tyler Perry, once living in his car, went on to become a media mogul. Sylvester Stallone, who was so broke he had to sell his dog for food, later became a global icon through sheer determination. Even Albert Einstein, who was labeled a failure in school, went on to change the very foundation of science. These individuals didn't let their painful pasts stop them. They used them as fuel to create legendary futures. Your past does not define you. It prepares you. If these people turned their struggles into success, what's stopping you? Your past is not a life sentence. It's your training ground. Every tear you shed, every struggle you endured, every failure you faced, these are your weapons. They make you stronger, wiser, more resilient than anyone who had it easy. The pain you've experienced, it's not a curse. It's a sharpening stone, refining you into someone who can handle anything life throws your way. Every challenge you overcame has given you an edge. Every heartbreak taught you a lesson. Every setback was a setup for something greater. You didn't just survive, you learned, you adapted, you evolved. The people who never struggled will never understand the strength that runs through your veins. They will never know the fire that burns inside someone who has been through the worst and still chooses to rise. So the question is, will you keep letting your past hold you back? Will you keep living in regret, chained to what once was? Or will you break free and use it to fuel your future? The choice is yours. And once you choose to embrace your past as a source of power instead of pain, there will be no limit to what you can achieve. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you owe yourself everything. The moment you stop using your past as an excuse and start using it as motivation, that's the moment your life changes. Your greatest enemy is not the person who doubted you, rejected you, or abandoned you. Your greatest enemy is the voice inside your head telling you that you can't, that you're not good enough, that your past is too broken to move forward. That voice is the only thing standing between you and your best life. The day you silence that voice and replace it with belief, everything changes. Instead of saying, "I can't," you start saying, "I will." Instead of dwelling on past failures, you begin using them as lessons. Instead of being chained to your past, you transform it into the foundation of your success. You stop waiting for permission, stop seeking validation, and start taking control of your destiny. It won't be easy. There will be days when doubt creeps in, when fear whispers that you should give up. But that's when you push even harder. That's when you remind yourself that every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. That's when you dig deep and refuse to let your history dictate your future. Because the truth is, your past only has power over you if you allow it. But if you take that power back, If you turn your pain into purpose, your failures into fuel, and your setbacks into stepping stones, then there is nothing that can stop you. Your past was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you. And now, it's time to rise. So what if they counted you out? So what if you were left behind, rejected, or broken? Greatness isn't given to those who had it easy. It's earned by those who refuse to stay down. The pain you've endured, the losses you've suffered, the obstacles you've faced, these are the very things that will set you apart from the rest. Because when you've been through the fire and survived, nothing can break you. In fact, it strengthens you. It forges an unbreakable spirit within you, one that refuses to be defeated. Decide today that your past will no longer define you. It will refine you. It will mold you into the warrior you were meant to become. Every setback was a setup for your comeback. Every failure was a lesson in disguise. Every rejection was a redirection to something greater. The people with the worst pasts, they don't just survive. They rise. They conquer. They transform their pain into power and create a future so powerful, it makes their past look like a distant memory. They don't dwell on what they lost. They focus on what they can build. They don't let their history write their destiny. They take control of their own narrative. Your story isn't over. It's just getting started. And this time, you are the author. You hold the pen, and you have the power to write a future so incredible, so inspiring, that even your past will have to respect it. So stand tall, step forward, and make the decision that will change everything. This is your time. This is your moment. Now go and claim the life that's waiting for you. If you've made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments. It shows you are part of the 1% that's improving every single day.